Play every fifth letter above on the coil. Okay, I'll give that a try. These must be the notes Niko mentioned to play. this? Blacklight. This might be what Niko was talking about. This has to lead to whatever Niko was hiding. A biometric fingerprint scanner. This could be a challenge.
Not a good time.
I better get going.
What's up?
Is there anything I can do to convince you to give me some of your gummy bears?
Yes. Victor is a candy hoarder. Liberate his sugar stash and bring it to me.
I found a card in Mason and Ellie's office that was used to get into the lab the night Niko died.
Why would that be there?
I don't know yet.
They both have their reasons to be angry at Niko.
Reasons? Like what?
He believed that scientific breakthroughs belong to everybody. Technology should be shared freely.
That's noble.
He took it to an extreme. He didn't put a dollar value on his work or anyone else's. Rumor has it, he would incorporate their work into his own without asking. I don't think he understood what he was doing to them. He's a big name with stable funding. They're just scraping by, and Ellie's got major debt.
Do you think either one of them could have killed Niko?
This place is like a fortress. It had to be someone associated with the lab. So the way I see it, there's a 66% chance it was one of them.
You seem pretty attached to gummy bears.
Attached? Please, I less than 3 them. They're bright and sugary, and sometimes a girl gets a little lonely surrounded by all these scientists. Plus, they're fun. And you can act out these little scenes with them and then eat them. Sweet, tragic, delicious betrayal. They never see it coming, the dopes.
I better get going.
Later.
If you don't stay put on your own, I'll have to find someone to babysit you.
Can I have some of your candy?
What? Yes. Take all you want. Then let me get to work.
I'll let you go.
Yeah.
Hi.
I got the candy you wanted.
Then take. Take of my bears and be merry.
Thanks.
Ain't no thing.
I'm sorry to ask again, but can you distract Victor for me?
Dear ears and general feelings of self-worth, I am so sorry for what's about to happen to you. Your sad friend, Ryan.
Whoa! I need to replace all of these gears before the brakes give out. Phew. Good. That might be Niko's fingerprint on that model. Got it. What's that? Did that. I need to make a fingerprint mold first. Looks like it's powered off. I can't do that yet.
Just in case you were wondering, yes, Victor's yelling is starting to crush my soul a little bit. I've made a chart to illustrate my feelings on the situation. This line represents my happiness and well-being over time. You may notice the steep decline. This frowny face here is because this is the first time I've made a chart, and it turns out it's very boring. That is also why there is a dragon and a dog on the skateboard and other stuff.
Can you distract Victor for me again?
Okay.
Can't check that off yet.
Friday. The hours have gone negative this week. The news of the announcement has gone far beyond what I wanted. I've lost control over it, and we're not ready. Gray's been helping me comb through all the unsuitable work. I've had to step up my own security. I can't be too careful now. The mood in the lab has been tense for a long time, but there has been a shift. A sudden calmness to my enemies as of late, as if they're planning something. Paranoia has always come creeping into the back reaches of my mind when I stretch myself too far, but I've not been overextended. Quite the opposite. Everything has been going smoothly with the energy project. This, I fear, isn't paranoia. I find myself unable to trust anyone here, but I can't leave the work, not until it's announced. There's electricity in everything, but we don't know how to see it because we perceive it to be scarce, always looking for exotic solutions. Exotic and costly. Victor once warned me to take it easy with the announcement. The world economy is built on expensive energy. To flood the market could cause a collapse. But to continue to hide the resources we have, to deprive those who need them, I see why Tesla liked his pigeons. They fly only where they're directed, and never question the effect the beating of their wings will have on the skies and the world below. Lately, Ellie has developed a peculiar interest in my latest work. She actually asked me what the entire process might sell for on the open market. That type of question seems completely inappropriate, and is very worrisome. I think I may have to look into her finances. I can't have anyone on this project overly motivated to make a quick sale. As unfair as that sounds, it's a security problem. It's Tuesday, 26 hours of work this week. Off to a running start. Ryan's getting more aggressive with her demands. I'm reluctant to send her packing, but I will if I must. My safety is my primary concern. Which reminds me, the parts arrived today for the pigeon. 13, 6, 5, as expected. Should something happen to me, hopefully someone will figure out what that means. Last night, I hit 90% efficiency with the suboptimal setup. Thanks to Ryan's threats, I could not carry out the plan I had been hoping. Yet these results mean that it's time to announce. Again, I'm viewing the schematics in my head, but now I have to think differently. I have to find the points in the design where someone could take advantage of the system and bend it to his will. Tesla was lucky to live before the nuclear age took full flight. He never had to scrutinize his work. He could brag about death rays or the earthquake machines he had, and the tyrants of the world wouldn't take notice. That's no longer the case. I don't think he understood the cost of destruction. To him, it was just the mechanics of the thing. When he attached the earthquake machine to his building, he didn't want to destroy it. It was about finding the perfect pattern. The resonant frequency of the building syncing up with the steady tap of his machine until the structure's myth of stability was exposed for what it was, a hopeful lie. I always like to think that's how Wardenclyffe came down, not with a wrecking ball, but with one of his unassuming little boxes set to frequency 37.
What was Niko up to with a pigeon? This must be what Niko was talking about in his diary.
What's up?
I better get going.
Later. What's up?
Can you distract Victor for me again?
Sure.
This must be the key to one of Niko's passwords. Still have to do that.
It's Tuesday. Ryan's getting more aggressive, which reminds me. The parts arrived today for the pigeon. 13, 6, 5, as expected. Should something... Last night, I hit 90% of it. Again, I'm viewing the schematics in my head, but now I and bent it to his will. Tesla was lucky to... He could brag about that. That's no longer... I don't think he understood. When he attached the earthquake machine to his building, he didn't want to destroy it. It was about finding the perfect pattern. The resonant frequency of the building syncing up with the steady tap of his machine until the
This must be the building Niko mentioned. I need to find the correct frequency.